With a small fee, the porter loaded my bags in his cart and skillfully maneuvered through the crowded streets of the old city of Marrakech. This is the riad that I will be staying in for a few nights. A riad is a traditional house, normally with an indoor garden and courtyard. Owned by wealthy families, these residences are often repurposed to become bed and breakfast accommodation for tourists wanting an authentic local experience. The owner of this riad was thoughtful enough to leave some water and bird seeds as an invitation to these fluffy, cute friends for a stay at the courtyard. I met up with a local guide, Mr Salem, to give me an orientation of this old city. Is Marrakech affected? The buildings here?
Yes, of course. So there are like many houses that were like destroyed, totally destroyed. Some were like damaged. As you see the mosque over there on the other side.
Oh, this one?
This is a mosque, as you see on the picture.
Right.
This is the... So we are heading to the Koutoubia Mosque, which is one of the landmarks of Marrakech, or what we call also the iconic mark of Marrakech. And normally the Koutoubia is one of the largest mosques of the city. And the population of Marrakech is 1.5 million people. The majority of them are normally Amazigh people, descending from the high Atlas Mountains, which is not so far from here, because of a lot of work opportunities. So this is the good destination for people. And Morocco is a very diverse country because a lot of cultures has melted here. We have the Amazigh people, which are the real inhabitants. Maybe while being here, you come across the word Berber or the Berber people. But by the way, this is not the right word to call the people of North Africa. The right word is Amazigh. Because
You
Berber,
mean you don't use Berber?
Berber, it's like an insulting word
Oh, okay.
for the people.
Right.
But it has become a very common
Yeah.
and normal word. But the right word is Amazigh, the Amazigh
Amazigh.
people. Amazigh, it means the free people. So this is the old taxi of Marrakech,
Right.
the horse carriages. Yeah. So there are people who like to go around, which normally there is like a tour that takes you like for 1 hour or 1 hour and a half.
So it's just mainly for the tourists, not for
No,
the
for the
locals?
locals as well.
Locals
For
as
the
well.
locals, yes, yeah. Here we are in front of the Koutoubia Mosque. It's the main landmark of Marrakech, and by the way, the highest building in the entire city. And no other buildings are allowed to be higher than the Koutoubia minaret, because it's used to be and still normally a point to orientate for the people. So you never get lost in Marrakech. You can see it from different parts of the city, from the new city, from different parts of the old Medina. And the word Koutoubia comes from the Arabic word kitab, which means book, because the square where we are standing now in the old days used to be like an open library for the booksellers. So that's why the mosque has taken the name of the booksellers.
Can non-Muslim go into the mosque?
Not this one.
Not this one.
This one is not allowed for non-Muslims.
Right.
But in Morocco, we have 2 mosques that are allowed for non-Muslims.
The one in Casablanca?
The one in Casablanca,
Right.
Hassan II Mosque. And there is another one in the High Atlas Mountains, which is the Tinmel Mosque, which is dating back to the 12th century. And as you see there on the middle of that archway, this is what we call the mihrab, is where the imam or the person who lead people to pray stands. Yes, the little one, yes, very good. And as you see here, this is why we call Marrakech the red city, because of the red baked clay. If you touch it, it's very soft. Yes, yeah. You touch it, you can leave like a red color on your finger. So this is normally residential, and there are people who still live inside. And as you see here, we have like 4 scripts. So Arabic, which is normally a language that we speak here in Morocco. So Arabic, as you know, is normally from the right to the left, the way how we write it. And the second one is the Amazigh, Berber.
Berber, Amazigh.
So Amazigh, normally it's from left to the right, like Latin. And then we have French and then English. And French is considered as the first foreign language. This is normally for the restoring. So they are just putting this kind of stuff.
After the earthquake?
After the earthquake, so it will be restored again. Because there are lots of and plenty of buildings that were damaged, as you see here also.
Right.
Yeah. But it's totally safe to walk in. And by the way, this is one of the tiny streets of the Medina of Marrakesh.
Right.
The square, so
Right.
that's mean a dead end street.
This means a dead end.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And then when it has like this archway,
Right.
that's mean it's connecting.
Oh, I
Yes,
see.
yeah. So this one doesn't get to anywhere. In a certain time, it will be like ending somewhere. This one is connecting to the other street.
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
understand.
So this is like 2 tips that you have to
Good.
to remember.
I didn't know that.
Yes. They're like what we call the Moroccan teens, because normally why we have this kind of things drawn, because in old days people, they used to be like illiterate. They cannot read or write. So the image of every sign tells like which profession, like a doctor, like a
Right.
pharmacy. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Allah my sir. So for example, as you see here, this lady has tattoos on the forehead and here on the
chain.
on the chain. So normally when an Amazigh lady gets to 15, 16 years old, she put the first tattoo on forehead, on her forehead. So that is what we call in Amazigh language the siyala. So siyala, it means that the lady is fertile and ready to get married and have children and become a member of the community. And then when she gets married, she add another here on the chain. So that means she is married or taken. There are some tribes, they add some points when they have children to their check, like over here. This old lady, as you see here, as you see on their cheek. So each tribe has a different normally motifs and also kind of tattooing.
Salam alaikum.
So the gentleman will give you an insight about this kind of coffee that you will enjoy.
This is a Saharan concept, okay?
Right.
I mean, the sand that's come from Sahara, from Merzouga. The sand has temperature between 80 degrees and 90. To get this temperature exactly between 80 and 90 constant all day, just with the sun, not with other things. This is the best temperature and unique temperature to make coffee without making bubbles. What does that mean? No making bubbles. That means without burn the coffee. Because when you make coffee, as coffee give bubbles, coffee it's burn. I try to control 3 things: time, temperature, and movement. To get small, to make small movement at the end to get foam bigger than a machine. Okay, and I added to coffee. What's new in this concept, in this Saharian concept? I added 6 spices. I added turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, cloves, anise. But I try to get balance between flavor of coffee and spices. When you drink coffee, you don't feel spices. Sabah al-noor. Yeah. Would you like to try coffee, sir?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's make good coffee. Yeah. First, I start with ice water.
Right.
Why ice water? Because the density of ice water is more high, more bigger than the density of coffee. The reason why coffee floats is stay up. When coffee floats, I control the quantity that we need. For example, if we want, for example, small coffee, strong coffee, medium coffee, and we use coffee from Yemen. This is Yemen coffee. Bonjour, madame. Bonjour. This is the Yemen coffee. Like you see, it's dark colors. It's strong, little bit strong. And let's see, coffee with ice water float. You can see it stay up. Then we control. Would you like strong coffee or strong coffee?
Medium.
Medium. We have only strong or strong?
Oh, strong. Okay, strong. Strong.
Good
Good
choice.
enough. Right.
Yeah, let's make medium to strong.
Okay,
صباح
medium.
الخير، صباح النور. Let's make medium to strong, and we added the spices. We added the 6 spices.
Is it hot here?
Yeah, you can feel the heat without
Right.
touch it. We added the turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, cloves, anise. Tiny bit. Bismillah. When water become warm, coffee immediately is down. لا فتحها 110. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Have a nice day. Sorry. هذه خصها تغسل. When coffee come up, that means it's already. You see? Only the creamer, like
Right.
hot chocolate. It's already.
Okay.
You're welcome. You see, we get the foam bigger
Right.
than the machine. Please, have a seat.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Strong.
Yeah, strong.
You can add some sugar if
Okay. I want to taste the original one. I'm not quite a coffee drinker, but this is just an experience.
So normally, while you are in the Medina, in Morocco, I mean the old parts, when you get closer to like religious building, like a mosque, like a Quranic school, you find the walls normally covered with wood, with this kind of iron round stuff. So this is normally done for a purpose. This is made for the blind people
Oh, I see.
to find their way to the mosque.
Okay.
Yeah, not all the streets are covered with wood. Just when we get closer to
Right.
religious building, like the madrasa, like the mosque. So I will give you an insight about
Sure.
the place, and then I will give you free time to have like
Okay.
pictures. So this is what we call the madrasa bin Youssef. So the madrasa was abandoned for a certain time because the Merini, they moved the capital from Marrakesh to Fez. And then when the Saadian dynasty comes over on the 16th century, so they brought the madrasa to life again. And the madrasa normally, it's used to be a place for the student to study and also to sleep and to eat. It's like an accommodation as well, because there are students that comes from different Muslim countries, and the madrasa consists of 136 rooms on the first floor and on the second floor, very tiny rooms. And there are rooms that can hold 3 to 4 students in one room. very tiny. You will be surprised.
This is the room for good student, excellent student, with a very clear view of the courtyard below. After the morning tour, I continued to explore the Medina on my own. I'm on this big square here in Marrakesh, Morocco, Jemaa el-Fnaa. It's one of the biggest square here in Marrakesh, and it really comes alive in the evening, and there are many shops. I must be very careful of not filming anyone in particular because they're going to ask for a sum of money if they catch you filming them. So there are literally hundreds of stores all alive here in the evening. There are snake charmer and people walking around with monkeys, and they may just put a monkey on you and ask you for a photo opportunity, which they are going to charge you. So be on the lookout for people. Well, if you are willing to pay, then that's fine. I'll just look around and see what's interesting sight, and you have to be very careful while walking on this street because there are bicycles and motorbikes all around. And I'm glad that I have my winter clothing with me. It's really cold. I think it's below 10 degrees Celsius. It's winter time, but there's no snow, but it's just very chilly at night. Okay, let's take a look at the performance. Hundreds of stores were set up within a couple of hours, equipped with a kitchen, sitting area for customers, and washing facilities. I went up to the best viewing spot to enjoy a cup of tea while soaking in the festive mood of the square. Order a glass of Morocco mint tea just to have a sip while looking at the lively street performance below. Thank you. This is cow head, cow or sheep?
Cow shoulders and sheep heads.
This is a sheep head. Thank you.
And cow shoulders.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And cow tongue. Tangier.
Oh, Tangier.
Tangier is the lamb shoulder in Moroccan spice lemon. That's the most famous food in Marrakech.
Lamb shoulder.
Yeah.
Right. Which one? vegetable tagine.
Yeah,
This one vegetable.
yeah.
Okay, can I have one?
Yes, a little bit aubergine, couscous with
No, just tagine.
the tagine.
Yeah, vegetable tagine. This singing and entertainment really reminds me of a steamboat restaurant back home where the waiters also entertain the guests with dances and singing. In my next video, I will bring you to the site where Games of Thrones and Gladiators shot some of their most iconic scenes in 8 Band Hatu.